asked you guys on my Snapchat literally like 10 minutes ago if you guys would be willing to send any questions that you guys had, because like I said, so many of you guys DM me on Instagram, you guys Snapchat me. So I just wanted to put this video out just because I want to take those questions that everyone asked me and I want to put it in a video just so we can have like a solid foundation, like a solid video where I just tell everyone literally everything. In my opinion, with lifting, you really have to get down the form before you start fucking going crazy and lifting all these weights. And fuck, I feel like this video is gonna be so long and it's gonna be all over the place, but I just want to be as informational and helpful as possible, because I know when I started I would have so many questions. I'd be like, wait babe, but why do I do this? Because my boyfriend taught me pretty much everything I knew in the beginning of weightlifting. So I would be like, wait, why are we doing this? Oh, what does this work? Like, how do I do it? No, I want to do it perfectly. Like, I would ask him and I'd be so fucking on point. Like, back then I didn't know what form was. So form is basically the form in which way you're lifting the weight. Like, let's say for example, let's say for back, you're going like this. You don't want to be all like sloppy and going like this. So I'm explaining an exercise, and this exercise, when you're holding a cable and then you pull it back, you want to make sure you're really feeling it and bringing it back and contracting your back, if that makes any sense. I don't even know if I'm going to put that in the video because that is so random. You want to make sure your form is right, and you want to make sure you have that mind to muscle connection, just so you can really understand what you're doing, you can really feel what you're doing, and you're not just doing it to do it, you know? Like, what is this? You want to be going like, you know? Like, that's why I don't care how slow I'm going, just as long as I'm really feeling it, and I can feel my muscles, and I can like, you know, I can feel the contraction. In the beginning, I used to just do cardio. I was a little chubbier back then. I used to weigh 145 pounds. I am 5'2", so all I would do is cardio. Like, literally, that's all I would do. My boyfriend would go to the gym. He would be lifting weights. I would just be like, yo, like, I'm gonna stay over here and I'm gonna do my cardio. And with that, yes, I did lose weight, but in my opinion, I was just really skinny. I was like, there's nothing wrong with being skinny, and that was the kind of like body goal that I did want back then. But you're not gonna, how do I say this? If you want to look a certain way, if you want to look fit and toned, by doing cardio only, that's not gonna help. And I know a lot of girls are like, oh, like, someone told me, they're like, I don't want to do squats because I just feel like my legs are gonna get too big. And that's how I used to feel. I would feel like, oh, if I start doing like weights, I'm gonna get so big and bulky. That's what I used to think too. Before I was very sick, like mentally sick, I used to not eat. If I did eat, I would purge. So I was like, hey, let me start going to the gym and let's see like how this makes me feel with time. And I have been doing so much better because of the gym. I remember I used to feel really bad about myself, and I said really so many times, and those reallys can't even, they don't justify, or they don't equal how bad I used to feel about myself. And it's so sad. I would cry about the way that I used to look. So I used myself, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna start going to the gym and taking care of myself and eating better, and let's see how my mental, like, let's see how my mind reacts to it. Like, let's see if I do actually get better by doing this, you know, by being fit, by actually being productive and everything. With time, my boyfriend was like, yo, let's do some weights. And then finally I was like, okay, like, I guess I'm down, like, let's do it. And so I think the very first things we started with was legs, and I ended up really liking it. And then back then I wasn't so like, oh, I want to build my legs so big. I was just kind of like, whoa, like, this feels good. And then I remember we would also, like, I would hit upper body as well. So upper body is the upper part of your body, and then lower body is literally like your legs, your ass, your calves, everything. So I remember getting the feeling that lifting weights was super cool. Like, I just felt really cool. I felt energized, and it was just like this adrenaline rush that I would get when I would fucking lift weights. It wasn't so much like someone was forcing me to keep lifting weights. It was more like myself. I enjoyed lifting weights, so that's why it's been really easy for me to stay on this journey, because I know a lot of you guys ask like, oh, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep going every day? One, this is gonna be so scattered, but one, it does help if you have friends. I have been lazy and unmotivated. Why am I going like this? I have been lazy and unmotivated before in the past, and my friends really have helped. Like, having someone there does help. Like, fuck whatever I don't care. Like, I'm gonna go with my friends and be crazy and laugh. I don't care, just as long as I'm not being too loud and bothering people. But going with your friends really does help. So as long as you have that one person, or maybe even two, but one at least, that actually like lets you know, yo, get the fuck up, we're gonna go hit the gym, that person is gonna help. If you're looking to change and tone your body, you're gonna want to lean more towards the bodybuilding side of the fitness industry, world, whatever the fuck it's called. So when you're doing bodybuilding, you're gonna get like moderate weight, or a little bit heavier than what your body can do, and you're gonna do like 12, well, this is what I do. I do like 12 to 15 reps when I want to do like a bodybuilding workout for my day. But if I'm looking to kind of go more on the powerlifting side, then I go and get, they have like certain math, like percentages that you, like 80%, 75% that I don't know about. But if you're going more on the powerlifting side, then that's when you do want to do the heavier weight, but obviously that you still can do, but you're not going to be doing so many reps. Reps is short for repetition, so one rep would be like one dumbbell curl. This is what a dumbbell looks like, and this you can use for so many different reasons, for so many, like in so many different ways. You can use it to do bicep curls, which would be these guys right here, and that works your biceps. And then you're gonna see a barbell in your gym, which I will insert a picture right there. So there's gonna be the ones where you squat, and then there's gonna be the barbells that sometimes a gym might have on like this little ramp, and they have like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and 70s, and 80s, maybe up to like 100s of weight, and those are going to be shorter, but the weight's going to be different. If you can think of any way to use these guys, like, you can do whatever you want. Everything pretty much works the same at the gym. It's just they give you a bigger variety at the gym. You can do bicep curls with cables, but you can also do it with your dumbbells, but you can also do it with a machine. In every single gym, there's going to be a cardio area, and then there's going to be the weightlifting area. Yes, you can do your cardio. You can use whatever machine you want to use. I feel like it's all the same. I personally, when I'm feeling lazy, I go ahead and use my bike. I go ahead and use the bike from the gym, just because I get to sit there, go on Snapchat, be on Twitter, be a little lazy, but I'm still kind of warming up. But if I really want to get my heart rate up and going, and I want to sweat a little more, I'll go ahead and use a treadmill, or I'll go ahead and kind of like run. I've been doing this lately, but I'll run on the Stairmaster, so that actually helps with sweating so much, and then also getting my heart rate up. And also in between, I guess I'll be answering some of the questions you guys sent me. Someone was like, why do you love going to the gym, and what makes you want to go every day? I love going to the gym because first, it started with more fucking calories I burn, the more I can eat. And before, I used to be scared to eat, so that was kind of like a little incentive for me, if that makes any sense. For me, if I went to the gym and I fucking burned that much amount of calories, that meant I could eat more, and I fucking love eating, so that's why I would go. But then with time, you honestly start loving the feeling you get, and then if you start seeing the progress and you start seeing your body change the way you want to see your body change, that's gonna motivate you more, and that's gonna make you feel good. And plus, I go with my friends most of the time, and we all love going to the gym, so it's just like a fun hobby, like something fun that we do together, and we hang out and we Snapchat when we're there. That's honestly why I really like going just because it makes me feel good, like period in general. One of the biggest questions that a lot of people ask me is, what do I eat? And honestly, in my opinion, the best I feel so weird because I just kind of try to keep this to myself, but the best way, in my opinion, that you could eat, that I will suggest to you, that I recommend, in my personal opinion, is to literally just follow a plant-based diet. What I usually eat is a lot of rice, a lot of beans. Sometimes I eat tofu. I'm on the hunt currently. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, you guys know that I've been on the hunt for a plant-based protein, like a bomb plant-based protein powder, but I can't really find one. I feel like I've lost a lot of more fat that way than before. Being plant-based, I feel like, 1, I have so much more energy, 2, I feel so much better, 3, everything digests so much faster, and 4, I just feel, I don't know why, but I feel so much more cleaner. Like I feel like I'm more, I don't want to, like I just feel clean. I was gonna say pure, but like my inside, like I feel like I'm really light and like I can move fast. I don't know what I was talking about last because my camera died, but somebody asked me, what are your favorite shoes to wear to the gym? These are my favorite. They are so, I literally bought these like a month ago, maybe. They're already so dirty. Look at that. But these are my absolute favorite to wear. Do not fucking wear these when you're doing cardio. Don't fucking wear these. They will fucking kick you in the... Just wear these one, maybe if you're doing legs. Obviously you can do it when you can wear them when you're doing upper body. These have been my shit. You guys can always fucking tell on Instagram because I wear them every fucking day at the gym. These are my jam. My babies. High top for the win. If you want to see your belly fat go away, definitely improve the way you're eating. So just eat a little cleaner. Don't eat too many processed foods. Drink a lot of water. Everyone that knows me always knows that I'm always like hashtag stay hydrated. Yo, stay hydrated. Another question someone asked me that I think is really important too. Is it good to do cardio or no? You don't have to do like high intensity cardio. You can just do like low intensity. Just do like maybe 10, 20, 30 minutes depending on how you feel. I used to start off by doing 10 minutes of cardio, then I would gradually go up like maybe 5 more minutes, so I went to 15, then I went to 20, then I went to 25, and now I kind of do 25 to 30 minutes of cardio. It just kind of depends on what your goals are. So if this girl is trying to gain weight, she might not want to do as much cardio. She can literally like walk on the treadmill for 10 minutes and that's it, because she's trying to gain. So obviously you don't want to do so much cardio because that would have to mean that you need to eat more, and then plus on top of that, if you're weightlifting does require a lot of energy. Energy is your calories that you're using. So if you're doing cardio, like intense cardio on top of your weightlifting and you're trying to gain weight, I mean, you can do that, but you're just gonna have to eat more. I feel like I kind of covered the basics like on what I recommend you should be eating, and then I don't know, I feel like this video is all over the place, but maybe I can do a part 2 to this, and if anything you guys can leave comments down below on this video. I honestly feel like I've been out of focus this whole time, but I am gonna add in something a little bit about supplements. I talk about this so much. A lot of people ask me, oh, do you take protein shakes? And I feel like people think that protein shakes makes the gains, and that's not really the case. You are not required to drink any protein shakes after your workout. Like, yes, in my opinion, I think it's kind of optimal. I don't know how to explain it. I kind of forgot the whole science behind it, but your muscles are fresh, they're freshly ripped, so you do want to have that protein to kind of replenish them, is what I've heard. So yes, I do take protein shakes. The only reason, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but the only reason why you should be taking a protein shake is so you can, let me back up. So if you're counting your macros, and macros, I've talked about it before, like maybe I'll link it, I'll link my video down below, or maybe I can make like a new one because I have a little bit more knowledge. But if you're tracking your macros, then you have a certain amount of fats that you're trying to hit or not go over. So you have a certain amount of carbs that you're trying to not go over, you're trying to hit, whatever. And then for protein, you have a certain amount of protein. So all of them, you count them in grams. So you have a certain amount of grams of protein that you're trying to hit. If I'm eating 125 grams of protein alone by myself from my food, then I wouldn't really say invest in protein powder and like go buy some. I wouldn't think that's necessary. But let's say I have a little bit of trouble hitting my protein goal for the day, then I would be like, hey, like maybe I should go and buy some protein powder so it can help me. Like I said, you don't need to go out and buy protein powders or anything like that. And to really see progress, you just have to stay consistent. I've been lifting literally so much every day, so consistent for the past so it's already August. It's been 8 months since the very first day that I started, and like I said, it's been 8 months and I'm barely now starting to see changes. Because somebody asked me what can I do to make my arms look a little bit toned and a little bit leaner and better, and honestly, just keep pushing and keep trying and stay the fuck consistent. So fucking do that and you will see progress, I fucking promise. And also make sure to stay on top of your diet. I think I'll end the video here and you guys can like let me know if you want to see like a part 2, and I'll specifically only answer specific questions on this video. Thank you for watching the video. I know it was very here and there and it was everywhere, but I hope it was somewhat helpful in a way, because I know that it's kind of intimidating even more to go to a gym, especially if you don't know too much. I feel like the more knowledge, the more power, so that's why I kind of wanted to make this video. I was like, I gotta get on it and fucking tell you guys so you guys can feel cool and so you guys can feel A1 at the gym. Like I said, if you guys have more questions, leave them down below and I'll probably, most likely, if you guys want, we'll make a part 2 for this.